I saw a sign that God is giving our nation. There are times the volume of prayer needed is so much.
Hello beloved, you're welcome back to our YouTube channel. This video is a must for you to watch as a Nigeria. I'm not going to talk much. I'm going to let you watch the video so that you hear what the man of God has to say. Here's the video.
I saw a sign that God is giving our nation. There are times the volume of prayer needed is so much. For heaven's agenda to prosper on the earth, incense is needed in large quantity. So when we come to a time where we need God to turn this around, we need incense in large quantity. And in God's wisdom, I felt there is something God did recently. Many people did not see that as the act of God. They changed the national anthem recently, and I knew it was a sign. Because with all the things that we are going through now, anthem lo bawa. Now person will chop you memorize anthem. But that's a natural point of view. But when I switch on to the spirit, I knew God is up to something. He's pushing the whole nation to do priesthood. We will pray, oh, Nigeria will pray, oh. That's what God is doing. I love the old anthem. I love the former anthem rather. I love it. I connect with it. I connect with that. Because it speaks to our leaders. Say, guard our leaders right. Maybe that is what offends them. They don't want to be hearing that. Hallelujah. We can't stop praying, Lord, guide our leaders right. Because a nation's anthem is the simple way everybody in the nation will always pray for the nation. Anthem of a nation is actually the common way for the whole nation to do priesthood before God. So when they changed the anthem, I knew it's a sign. I saw a sign in it. I want to speak to Nigerians, please. Don't hate the anthem. Don't hate this anthem. We need this anthem to do priesthood. What do I say? We need this anthem to do priesthood. To pray over our nation. So Nigeria, we hail thee, our own native, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all, and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. The next stanza. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. Now when I saw this, I knew God want to have legality to do something over the land. That put that word in their mouth. God has put a prayer point in the mouth of every governors, every leader in our nation through the anthem. You will see what I'm saying. The prayer we are praying, God said, no, I want much prayer. I want everybody to pray it. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. Meaning everywhere you see this green, white, green, they are saying, every one of us, we are now saying it will be a symbol that truth and justice. So we are giving legality for justice and truth to enter. Because both the Christians, the Muslims, the oppressors, the oppressed, we are now saying the same thing. Say, our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign, in peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain, to hand on to our children a banner without stain. You know, we actually stain that banner. Hear this word. Hear this word. This anthem is needed for priesthood. After we are done using this anthem, if the other anthem, arise, will come right out, will come back. I might be the first person to say it. That other anthem is coming back. But we need this one for what? Priesthood. When I read this new anthem, I knew It's a prayer that the nation need to pray. God want to hear the whole nation pray. The last stanza is very powerful. He said, "O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty Nigeria may be blessed." When I said that, this is the sign I'm looking for. God allowed it. We will use this anthem to do priesthood, because we have been praying over our oppression. They now brought us an anthem that everybody will now be declaring in the nation. He said, "Oh God of all creation, grant this one prayer point. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty Nigeria may be blessed." Remember I told you in 2019, May 29, 2019, I saw a vision. I saw some woolly objects fill the express, and they were bowed down like this. They filled the whole space. And I said, "Lord, what is this?" He said, "These are the spirit of oppression that has entered your land." Scripture says He will take the crafty in their own craftiness. They have given us the prayer point. We need this anthem to do priesthood. Look at that stanza. "Oh God of all creation, grant this our one request." Do you know that they did May 29 celebration yesterday? They have started praying this prayer. All the senators, they prayed it. Are you getting me? So it's not just that Christians are praying it. Every one of us, we are now what? Praying it. So it's priesthood. Say priesthood. I knew that God is doing it. Look at it. They are referring to God. "Oh God of all creation." Who is that God? Is our God. He said, grant this our one request. What is that one request? Help us build a nation where no man is oppressed. Currently we have a nation where virtually everybody is oppressed. So this new anthem is God's wisdom to mobilize the whole nation to pray. In the next few months, our salvation is near. Our salvation is near, because it will now be reported before the council of heaven. Now the whole nation is praying. Now Nigeria is praying one prayer point. God, through governmental law, He gave us a prayer point. The whole nation is giving a prayer point. He said, "Oh God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed."
Wow. This is interesting. So, guys, you heard what the man of God has to say and what God ministered to him in the realm of the spirit concerning Nigeria, our great nation, and concerning the national anthem. You know that, see, I was actually one of those people that say that I find it disturbing that there are lots of things that they could have actually done for Nigeria instead of then changing the national anthem. But sometimes you need to understand a lot of things, like with your spiritual with your male understanding, you don't intend to get some things accurate, but when the spirit actually lead and give you a clear understanding and open your eye to some certain kind of things, you tell yourself that, oh wow, this is serious and this is interesting at the same time, because the man of God has a lot to say, to explain to us when he went into the realm of the spirit and what God showed him, told him concerning the national anthem. As you all know, few days back, getting to a week now, a lot of us find it very disturbing that the national anthem of Nigeria has to be changed. And there's a video I made on this channel. I think I'll link it on the description box so that you actually go and watch it. There's something our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu says. I didn't really get it because I was angry and all that. I've had a glance at the national anthem that was changed and all that, and a lot of people were finding it like very difficult to accept it, that they feel like, oh, it was written by a British colonel, and why would we go back to that? But there's something the president says, that he wants to unite the entire nation. See, God can use anybody to change that situation, no matter who that person is God can use a sinner to do that miracle for you. God can use anybody that you feel like this person is not right, is not just. But see, God works in mysterious ways. God's ways are not our ways and all that. Who knows if God is the one that actually prompt or pushed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go ahead and change the national anthem. But after hearing what this man of God has to say, actually, I feel at peace. I feel joy within my spirit, because you see that this national anthem is not just about just saying it like the old one and all that. This one, there are prayer, there are justifications and all that. And this is like what the man of God says, that this national anthem is to raise a priesthood from this national anthem towards Nigeria. Why is he saying that? Because it's a prayer that each and every one of us have to pray, because it's whether Muslim, any ethnic group you find yourself, or any like you find yourself, ministers, governors, and house of rep and everything, you have to sing this thing. And you see that we should raise a nation, a flag that has no stain. You remember Nigerian flag was actually stained during the NSAS 2020 October, and it was massive, it was bloody, there was no atom of justice and all that. But this new one is actually saying that it's going to raise a nation that has no stain on the flag. So anytime you see the Nigerian flag, you'll be like, okay, yes, God is at work. God is actually using, see, God is going to use the wiseness of these politicians to defeat them, and God is still going to use their foolishness to still defeat them. Because whatever you are saying, that if anybody should go against any law and order, no matter who you are, irrespective of who you are, you're going to be judged, and there will be justice for anything. I hope with the way God has interpreted the entire thing to the man of God, I just hope that it comes to pass, it comes true, because honestly, I'm one of those people that is actually rooting after I heard what the man of God has to say, because we have had enough injustice and all that. I know a lot of people are actually finding it difficult to accept, just like I was finding it difficult to accept, not until this evening when I heard what I heard, and I'm like, wow, this is an interesting video and I don't need to keep it to myself. I decided to come and share it with you. And almost the standard 3 is the one that gives me that peace, that satisfaction, because Nigeria is going to be blessed at the end of the day. And he says that after God is done with them, this same national anthem is going to be changed to the old one. Do they arise to come back, all those things. So God just wants everybody to pray, because what Nigeria needs right now, it's prayer. And this anthem, it's a prayer. It's a prayer. So whether you be a Muslim, be a Christian, be a herbalist, or you believe in your ancestors and all that, whatever you are, you're going to sing the same national anthem when you find yourself in a place that needs it to be carried out. And I'm like, yes, this is what we actually need and all that. Sometimes honestly, with your bare eyes you can't understand anything, but when you attempt to go into the realm of the spirit, God open your eyes to some certain kind of things that you see and you feel like, oh, these things are bad, these things are like this. You will see that these things are actually not the way you are saying it with your ordinary two naked eye. But when you use your other eye to see, or you use your other ear to hear from God, you know that yes, things are actually going to happen for our favor and all that. And it's just interesting. And I really love what the man of God has to say, and that is why I decided to come here to share it with you. But before I continue, please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends so that you don't miss out on any of our content. And don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always watching our video. God bless you as you do that all the time. So guys, this video is something that you need to share to get to everyone. Share on all social media platforms. It can be on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, and so on and so forth. There are a lot of places that you can share this video because a lot of people need to hear it. This is a prayer, and this is an altar that God is raising in Nigeria to trash out the evil ones in our midst. Because see, without God, our nation is not going to be anything. But this is what God is doing to change the situation of Nigeria. And thank God He has started the work already. So at the end of the day, we are going to come out and rejoice and say, God, we thank you and all that. Because honestly, the hardship in Nigeria currently, it's enough to take in. Honestly, I pity family of 5, 6, 7 and all that. How do they cope? This is when you see that children are on the streets and all that. People intend to do things, and see, it's just a whole lot. But that is the video I decided to share with you guys. Thank you very much for watching.